You ever had that sinking feeling when the fuel gauge dips below E and there's nothing but highway and darkness ahead of you? That was me one summer night, cutting across the desert. The road was dead quiet, no cars in sight, and my dashboard kept flashing that angry little fuel light. I was already thinking about pulling over, maybe trying to sleep until morning. That's when I saw it. A glow on the horizon. Neon. I almost laughed out loud from the relief. A gas station, shining like a beacon in the middle of nowhere. I pulled in, and right away, something felt off. The place wasn't run down, but it looked old. Like, really old. The big Coca-Cola sign out front had the faded script lettering, the kind you don't see anymore. Gas prices were dirt cheap, numbers I hadn't seen since I was a kid. And the pump's metal, clunky, with those old flip number dials instead of digital screens. I figured maybe it was one of those retro tourist traps, trying to look vintage on purpose. But the longer I stayed, the stranger it felt. Inside, the place smelled faintly of smoke and dust. A radio by the counter was playing music, something crackly, like a broadcast from the 1960s. The man behind the counter smiled at me. He looked normal enough, gray hair, work shirt, name tag that just said Jim. But he barely spoke, just rang up my gas and nodded. His eyes didn't leave me, though. Even when I looked away, I could feel them. I grabbed a soda from the fridge, an old glass bottle, label peeling like it had been there for decades. Paid cash. Walked out. Everything worked like normal. But when I pulled onto the highway again, I checked my rear view. The glow was gone. Pitch black. Like the place had never been there at all. The next morning, I stopped at a diner a couple towns over. I mentioned the station to the waitress, figured maybe it was some local spot I'd stumbled onto. She froze. An older man at the counter set down his fork and asked me to describe it. I told him about the neon, the pumps, the cashier named Jim. The diner went quiet. Finally, the man said, "Son, that station burned down in '89. Took the whole family that ran it. Husband, wife, their boy Jim." I didn't know what to say, but when I went back to my truck, I noticed the soda bottle I'd bought sitting in the cup holder. Only now, the glass was scorched black, the label burned away.